Big news coming in. President Joe Biden has announced that the US has eliminated the leader of Al-Qaeda, al-Zawahiri, in an airstrike in Kabul. So the Al-Qaeda chief who was sheltering in Kabul has now been eliminated in a US drone strike. Now, what we know so far is Zawahiri has been killed by US drone strike in Afghanistan, was often referred to as the chief ideologue of the Al-Qaeda as well. Remember, he was a mastermind in 26/11 attacks as well. In fact, in 2001 attacks as well, Zawahiri played a key role. He's now been eliminated in an operation by the US forces there. So a big win for the US. He was one of US most wanted terrorists. In fact, he was the head of Al-Qaeda terror outfit. It was in September 11, 2001. The attacks for which he was the mastermind as well. He was Osama bin Laden's successor with regard to the Al-Qaeda terror outfit. In fact, he also planned the 1998 US embassy bombing as well. Not just that, he plotted the 9/11 attacks with Osama, and one of, as I mentioned, he was one of US most wanted terrorists. Let's listen into that soundbite of President Joe Biden declaring how the terrorist Zawahiri has been neutralized in an operation.
My fellow Americans, on Saturday, at my direction, the United States successfully concluded an airstrike in Kabul, Afghanistan, that killed the emir of Al-Qaeda, Ayman al-Zawahiri. You know, Zawahiri was bin Laden's leader. He was with him the whole time. He was his number 2 man, his deputy at the time the terrorists attacked 9/11. He was deeply involved in the planning of 9/11. One of the most responsible for the attacks that murdered 2,977 people on American soil. For decades, he was the mastermind behind attacks against Americans, including the bombing of the USS Cole in 2000, which killed 17 American sailors and wounded dozens more. He played a key role in the bombing of U.S. embassies in Kenya and Tanzania, killing 224 and wounding over 4,500 others. He carved a trail of murder and violence against American citizens, American service members, American diplomats, and American interests. And since the United States delivered justice to bin Laden 11 years ago, Zawahiri has been a leader of Al-Qaeda, the leader. From hiding, he coordinated Al-Qaeda's branches and all around the world, including setting priorities for providing operational guidance that called for and inspired attacks against U.S. targets. He made videos, including in recent weeks, calling for his followers to attack the United States and our allies. Now, justice has been delivered, and this terrorist leader is no more. People around the world no longer need to fear the vicious and determined killer. The United States continues to demonstrate our resolve and our capacity to defend the American people against those who seek to do us harm. You know, we make it clear again tonight that no matter how long it takes, no matter where you hide, if you are a threat to our people, the United States will find you and take you out.
President Joe Biden there also announcing that the Al-Qaeda leader has been eliminated in a US drone strike. What we know is that al-Zawahiri was sheltering in Kabul, and that is where the operation was carried out. Remember, he's been one of the most wanted terrorists by the US. In fact, he carried out several attacks as well, was the mastermind behind the 9/11 attacks as well. In fact, in January 2006, he was a target of a US missile strike near Pakistan's border with Afghanistan as well. And last weekend's attack in Kabul was not the first time that the US had sought to kill Zawahiri. So big win for the US there, as Zawahiri has been eliminated in a US operation.